Welcome to Austin, Texas for another Waterloo swim event. Weather for today is looking pretty hot at 92 degrees, overcast and cloudy skies with a little bit of humidity, 60% at the Waterloo Swim Center in Austin. Gearing up for a very short season opener, a short course kickoff here. This starts the season for the Waterloo swim team. It's also one of the few swim meets that only includes Waterloo members. It doesn't include anybody else. There's other swim meets that include other teams. This one is just purely Waterloo. And stepping right into it, let's take a look at the lineup for our first event, the 100-yard breaststroke. We've got a whole bunch of characters in there with Austin Sanchez rounding it out at lane 8. Austin looking to drop time as he goes into the short course. The difference between the short course and the long course is the difference between yards and meters. Short course is in yards and the long course is in meters. And as it would explain, a yard and meters have different distances there. So Austin going into this swim meet going into this event with a seed time of 1:30.45, looking to drop 20 seconds off of his time. Let's see if he can do it. We had a interesting performance from him during the summer. A little bit sporadic as the focus was placed elsewhere on other activities. Let's see if he can bring it back around for the breaststroke. An interesting tidbit is that the breaststroke is actually one of the oldest known swimming styles. It dates way back to ancient times and is even featured in the first modern Olympic Games in 1896, as we watch Austin take the diving board and he's off. Oh, that was a really strong dive. Good dive coming out of Austin. We've talked in the past about how the dive is extremely important for most of these swimming events. And at the professional level, you'll see that the dive is, when they dive into the pool, they go about halfway down the pool length before they're done. And that dive happens both in getting into the water the first time and as well as on the push turns and flip turns. And because it's a breaststroke, it has a touch the wall turn. And this being a 100 meter, and this is 25 or 100 yards. This is 25 yards wide. There are going to be 4 trips back and forth. It's interesting to note here that the breaststroke, it's a highly technical stroke that emphasizes glide and power. As you see, it's that gliding motion of the hands and the power of the entire body working through the water. And Austin is moving much faster and much more graceful than he had when we'd seen him do during the summer, looking hopefully to drop time. I'm not so sure it's going to be as much, but looking to drop time. That slight hesitation there is going to cost him precious seconds, but hopefully he can finish strong. And Austin's going to finish with a 1:24.69. That is a drop from his seed time, a pretty substantial drop, and that's a great start to the swim meet. And as we move on, take another look at that Waterloo Swim Center parking lot out there, just jam-packed with cars. And moving into our second event of the day. This is going to be the 100-yard freestyle. Austin taking lane 3 this time. Freestyle is actually technically, if you want to trace it all the way back, the freestyle is technically any swim will work. It is a space for freestyle, but what everybody has done and what we see most of the time happen in competition is the front crawl, is what it's called. Austin in lane 3, seed time of 1:10.80. Goal looking to drop 10 seconds off of that. And as we get ready for the swimmers to take the water, an interesting tidbit: the 100-meter freestyle world record at is 46.40, which was set this year in Paris by Pan Zhangli out of China. And that's actually much farther than the 100 yards. It's 9 yards longer. And Austin is off. Good dive in. Staying under the water longer. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for the swimmers to stay under the water as long as possible. And unfortunately, the problem with being a very amateur camera crew with very amateur access to things, we wind up getting different objects in our way, different people in our way. Austin off to a strong start, looking very good. Form is strong, much stronger than we've seen past. This looks like it might be another event where he can drop time. Hopefully we're not jinxing him here. Look at that beautiful technique as he's coming through here. Again, once again, the flip turns are going to be absolutely incredible. Absolutely important for him to maintain dominance here. You know, freestyle, it demands exceptional cardiovascular. Oh, and he lost the glasses on this one. Oh, that's going to hold him back. Look at the determination, though. He's going to continue going. He's not going to be slowed down. He's just closing the eyes and hoping and praying he doesn't smash the wall. And there he goes. That was a good, strong finish for Austin at 1:07.15. Another drop in time for Austin. Started off at 1:10 and now down to 1:07. That's looking strong. Here we are, beautiful capital of Austin, the Capitol building here. Lots of sights and sounds in the grounds here of the state of Texas Capitol building in downtown Austin. And we are going and preparing ourselves for the last event of the day, the 100-yard backstroke. Austin taking up lane 4. And backstroke is the only competitive stroke where swimmers are on their back throughout the entire race. And another interesting thing is that it makes, them being on their back makes it very difficult for them to see where they're going. So the cadence, the count, the memorizing where they are. Austin in lane 4 with a seed time of 1:30.51. Hoping to drop 10 seconds once again. We'll see how that works out for him. The coordination and the timing and a lot of these strokes, it's very subtle. You don't see it, you don't notice it from the outside, but it's extremely important for the swimmers to time things properly and time their rotations and their flip turns. People have in the past smashed their head into the wall. Even though it doesn't look like it, they can go pretty fast. When you look at it, think of a world record time for the 100-meter backstroke, which again is further than doing a 100-yard backstroke, is 51.85 seconds, and that was in 2016 by Ryan Murphy. Austin, again, the dive here is important. Now it's an arch back. It's a difficult dive to do. It's an arch back and into the water and then stay under there doing the dolphin kick. Now he pops up much earlier than everybody else does. That's going to harm him. If he could stay under the water, he would be significantly faster. And we are going to get an unfortunate side effect of us being amateurs, a lot of ref in this swim meet. Austin doing his first flip turn and coming back up. It's so important that the swimmers keep their head pointed towards the sky. That's what's going to help them stay streamlined and focused. The minute they bend their head down, the minute they start looking down, is when they start to lose their momentum there a little bit. Now, keep in mind, while they're doing this, they have water splashing on their face. There's water coming up at them. It's very easy to get lots and lots and lots of pool water, shoved up your nose while you're doing this. So they're going through quite a bit. At the professional level, at the Olympic level, you're not seeing that as much because of the technique that they've perfected. But here at this junior level, you're going to see a lot of this water sweeping in, the coordination between the legs being a little bit off, and that's going to cause a lot more, this feeling of drowning that you would get lying on your back as water just rushes over you. So we're overcoming that and working really hard to come through. Austin getting close to the finish line now. Getting close to another time dropped. He's looking very, very close at this moment. And 1:29.40 is where Austin lands. And that is going to be a drop of about a second or two. And thank you for watching today, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time.